So, this is going to be my review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. And normally I start off at the menu of the game when I start recording, and there's a very special reason why I'm actually starting off at the actual achievement list, because normally I show off my gaming credentials to show that I have in fact completed the game, earned all achievos, and you might notice that all of these achievements were actually all earned within minutes of each other, and the reason for that is because, I don't know if you've noticed, there are two Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lists that are for the PS4. There is also two PS5 lists as well. So basically, because of the fact that Call of Duty HQ has now kind of split Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 from their lists. So now I went through Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 twice, once on PS5 and once on PS4, so I can automatically pop the HQ version of the trophies for each of the games. So that's why this is the HQ version of the PS5 version of Modern Warfare 2, and I think that this is the standalone, so that means this one is the HQ, so to speak. So yeah, basically that's kind of, I guess, why I started off here. So, going back to the actual game itself, because Lord knows I'm going to be doing that, I will actually be playing the game, and specifically this mission here alone, and I'm going to explain why soon. But basically, my overall thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare is that I like the game. I think that the game has a lot of really good ideas, and is the exact same idea and thoughts I've had with um, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. I think that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 also had some good ideas, but the problem is that all of its good ideas were just in a handful of missions where you go through houses and, shoot a few people and just protect yourself while going through this sort of sense of unknown, putting you in a bit more of a gripping position to be in. And the thing is that ultimately, for me, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 fell short because it became more of a Call of Duty game all over again, and that was really, really unfortunate, where you just go around shooting people in shooting galleries and end up doing some vehicle segments, doing a sniper area, doing some sort of a sniping mission, then doing some sort of stealth mission, and then doing some sort of other mission, and just having all of these missions just be various different things altogether. Unfortunately, Modern Warfare 2 does exactly the same thing. It has some good ideas, and unfortunately, the worst thing that it does is it's just another Call of Duty game. So you might think, okay, you've explained what the good ideas were in Call of Duty 2019. What about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022? Well, it's funny that you don't ask that question at all, because I can't hear if you're not asking this question at all. Basically, this mission here alone, I think, is basically the reason why I think that this game had some really, really good ideas. And you might be like, okay, what the heck does that even mean in terms of good ideas? So I'm going to just quickly pause the game and actually show you the achievements for, more specifically, the one for alone, which is called Gunless. Finish alone without firing a gun. And I did this achievement on Veteran, which made it so gripping to play through, because basically this is a stealth-ish mission where you just kind of need to do stuff, where you need to go from the beginning to the end and basically just do it without being caught by, you know, the enemies that are looking for you, who have you basically been betrayed by after the end of the previous mission. Yes, I'm going to go into a little bit of story spoilers, because it's not really the biggest deal in the world, since I don't think story is a huge thing in this game. It does present itself like it is, but it really, really isn't. And basically, you can just go around in various areas across this mission and pick up random items that you'll rummage around and find, and be able to create stuff like, say for example, I'm trying to open this door, but I can't open it because I need to use basically some sort of improvised door opener. And the way you pick up items and use them are quite similar to what you'd expect to see in a what's it called, in like The Last of Us, for example, where Call of Duty tries to be The Last of Us is basically where this game shines the most. This mission right here is where this game shines the best. This is the best light I can show this game in. Being able to play through an entire mission, not fire a single shot, and it genuinely does become a pretty cool game in its own right. Being able to create like a pry tool, for example, being able to create smoke bombs, being able to create explosive mines, and when it comes to like just knocking enemies out with pure stealth at times. Of course, the game is going to encourage you to use a gun for the most part, but the fact that you could potentially, finish this level and be able to do it on the hardest difficulty without firing a shot really does make it feel so much better, in my opinion. But this is just one out of 17 potential missions, and that's why I say that this game has good ideas. Unfortunately, it goes back to the same idea of every mission just makes you do something different. You've got two missions where you fly in a helicopter, for example. You've got a mission where you sniping people. There are missions where you play as different characters and do different things. There are some missions that are just way longer than they have any reason to be, you know? So ultimately, in the end, this is just nothing more than another Call of Duty game. And unfortunately, for whatever that's worth, we can't really, I can't really say much more than that, because I feel like I've kind of expressed my thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as it is. This one mission has incredibly good ideas, and it was presented extremely well, purely just because I went through the gunless achievement on veteran, and outside of that, it's basically just a standard Call of Duty game. And honestly, I didn't really pay attention to the story that much, because I think I played the entire game in pure stealth, I want to say. Not pure stealth, completely muted, because I was like listening to podcasts in the background, watching random YouTube videos, and just, ultimately good stuff like that. So for what it's worth, it is what it is. I think that this is just a fine game at the end of the day. So I'm curious as to what you guys think about this game and my thoughts on them ultimately, because I don't usually get a lot of comments on these types of videos where I'm actually like reviewing the game and actually trying to, I guess, share my thoughts on games as I'm going through and completing the game and getting the platinum trophies for them. But there's one thing that I didn't actually talk about much at all, and that's Spec Ops. I'm not going to be talking about the multiplayer because not a lot of people are playing the multiplayer at the moment, unfortunately. But when it comes to Spec Ops, I think that the Spec Ops mode is fine. I don't think it's really worth playing, because the Spec Ops mode for other... I accidentally meleeed the dog's thing. Oh, and I was just trying to turn the bind... Yeah, I was just trying to turn off the light there. I'll just try and sneak off in this direction. And that did not work out. So unfortunately, I'm just going to melee him out. Nope, I died. Well, anyway. But yeah, basically the idea is that Spec Ops is just fine. Honestly, I wish I didn't have to play Spec Ops, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like I would have been better off just not even trying it at all. But it is required for the platinum, and it is unnecessarily... Oh, well, I guess like 2019's Spec Ops was unnecessarily difficult, largely because it was always about you need to play with 4 people type of thing. Yeah, let's just kind of keep sneaking across. But yeah, ultimately, those are my thoughts on not Spec Ops, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 in a nutshell. Of course, like I said, didn't play the PvP multiplayer just because, not a lot of people playing at the moment. But with all that being said, though, let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.